Okay, for the second bass of the day, we have a Spector neck through. That's a weighty bass and a really thick neck. Looks like it's a 5-piece neck, crafted in the Czech Republic. 5-string. It's got almost a back bow to it. It's got a brass nut, and we're going to put these strings on it, 30 to 130. I'm going to take off the strings, do a cleanup because I don't know what the gauge is that we're on here now. But string action's all over the place and the neck is too straight, so we need to give it a little bit of relief. So let me do that and we'll be back. Okay, so we'll take some fret eraser here. Polish these frets up. Look like they've seen some action. Get the tarnish off of there. This is the medium grade. Frets are in really good shape, they're just dirty. A little bit of denting down here in the cowboy area. Not uncommon. We'll get the fine fret eraser. Clean it up pretty. Put a call into him. I forgot to ask when he dropped them off if he has them in standard tuning or not. He says he's got quite a bunch of guitars and basses, and I guess it's probably hard to keep them all in tune. I'm going to use this. It's always good to have a rag laying around. This stuff, Simple Green, is great because it doesn't hurt to finish. Doesn't matter if it's polyurethane or if it's nitro or what it is. Takes all the DNA off of it. Cleans up nice. You don't have to suck it down to get your result. That looks way better. Not very dirty, that's pretty much the color of just the Simple Green. Alright. And then we take, here it is. I use F1. Works good. Having any complaints? I use it on my stuff. Well, actually, all my stuff right now, with the exception of my acoustic, has a maple fretboard. So I guess I really don't use it on my stuff. I was using it on my stuff. I had the Aerodyne Jazz that you saw last year. And I've got that P bass that I turned into a monster, a Squire P bass. Deboned it and reboned it with better stuff. All to my specs. Yeah, that looks much better. I know the truss rod needed released, so before we even get new strings on there, there's a couple things we're going to do. According to Spector, it's a 4 mil. Oh, is it a 4? Spector says it's a 4. So, doesn't look like it's all gooned out. Let's make sure it's not a 5. Yeah, it's a 5. Come on, Spector, what are you trying to sell me here? I could have been, they have a bunch of different lines. They could have been talking about their US made or whatever. Anyhow, and it's tight. We're going to use this. Go in there. There we go. That turns it. His other bass was really cranked down to that truss rod. Now we clean this up and take a guess here. Is it going to be a 14 or is it going to be a 12? I always take these bushings, it's 12. It's a 14, I'm sorry. You always snug your bushings on your tuning machines because the vibrating strings eventually make those loose. Not to mention your weather changes in humidity in the Pittsburgh area. By the way, if you live in the Pittsburgh area and you need your axe sharpened, since we're talking about it, you could hit me at stringmanguitars@gmail.com, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Stringman Guitars, or you could hit me up on Facebook, whatever floats your boat. Scissors. Organize our sizes here. Purple is the B, brass is the E, red is the A, black is the D, G is green. Makes sense? Alright. Actually, I'm going to give that a little bit more of a lefty-loosey while we're here. I know it's harder to get in there and make big moves with tension. It's got quite a back bow in it. Yeah, let's go a little bit more. Less I got to do with the strings on it, the better off we'll all be. takes almost all the tension off of it. Alright, boys and girls, we have our Spector has new strings on it, and we're going to check our relief, which I think is way 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and tighten that up a little bit. Anytime you tighten your truss rod and take a little bit of the string tension off of it, excuse me. Take our 5mm. That's put us in the ballpark. Tune it back up. Let's see where that put us. I'm using a 12 thou. You could really go 12 or 14, but I'm going to see if I can get away with a 12 just because we're almost there. Lower action I can get without causing buzzing issues. Better off we are. Better off everyone is. Alright, let's see if that last adjustment did anything for us. 9th fret, not quite yet. I'll come back whenever I got this all sorted. Okay, Spector specs. You want 12 thousandths of relief at the 9th fret, holding at the last fret. String height on the B, they want 5/64. We have 5/64. Then they want 5/64. Then they want 4 1/2/64. Then they want 4 1/2/64. Then they want 4/64. But if you hit the, I'm at 5/64. If you hit the G too hard, it will buzz. If you play it normal, no buzz. So I figured that's a 1/64 is not anything anyone's going to notice. But man, this thing plays so smooth. So whenever you go to do intonation on this bridge, you've got to slack off your strings and physically move the saddle. And there is a particular way that the saddles go in here. The saddles tilt, and they need to tilt back towards the bridge. These all tilt back towards the bridge. I had the B switched and the B, so I had to loosen the strings and flip it around, but it was all good. So but it's hard to see. When I first looked at it, I couldn't tell much of a difference, but then I started looking at it and I saw the back of the saddle was a little taller than the other saddles around it. So we're going to let her sit overnight to acclimate since we made such big changes. I'm not even going to do the pickup height until tomorrow. So we're pretty much done for the day. Let me just wipe off all the gold plating, because I'll tell you what, that B string did not want to go in that hole. Did not want to go down there, the winding on this particular string. So I might want to look at different strings in the future. It did go, had to put it in up here and let the tuning machines pull it up to where it needed to go. Luckily I know how to measure for that occurrence. So yeah, beautiful bass. Snugged up the screws on the bridge, snugged up everything, polished the frets, oiled the fingerboard, and all we need to do is let it sit overnight on a stand so that it's not being supported by the bench support. Hey everybody, we are back with our Spector, and it appears that everything stayed right where I left it yesterday at dinner time till today, this morning. And we have our 12th owl at the 9th fret, perfect. We're intonated. We are at a little, we are at, get the light on there, right at 6,000 or 664, little over 564s, little over 464s, a little over 464s, and a little over 464s. We're intonated. The last thing we have to do is pickup height. And this thing is a monster. Let's just see where we're at with pickup height. I can come up. Need the right device. Here's the right device. Hopefully the rubber underneath these is not dead. There we go. That's about all she has, Captain. See if this side coming up helps anything. Nope, I think that's going to be about as good as it gets. Everything's intonated, the string height's good. We lubed the contact points. We just have to put the Spector sign back over the truss rod. Let's see here, it goes in this way. So yeah, I would like to thank you for joining us for another exciting adventure here in the underground lair if you're in the Pittsburgh area and you need your axe sharpened. Remember, I'm at stringmanguitars@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube, and look us up on Facebook. That's the best way to reach me if you need a setup or whatever. Until then, take care of your neighbors, love your neighbors, do something nice for somebody. Peace. Have a great day.